This is the user interface for PowerSDR. We're going to be recording a portion of the NutNet, which is a morning rag-chew net that meets on 75 meters, and it's on 3985. Right now there's nobody on the frequency, so I'm taking advantage of this time to just show a couple of key features of the PowerSDR. With PowerSDR, you have three receivers. So right now we have VFO-A set for 3985. If I turn on the multiple receivers, now I'll be able to also have VFO-B. So I position my cursor on this station that I want to listen to and click on it. And now we're listening to 3940.
Their QRP rig at the time.
And at the same time, you can listen to 3985. And if we were in a DX pileup, you could listen to the station calling CQ and also listen to all the stations that are contacting or trying to contact them. In addition to two receivers in one band, you can also turn on a second receiver. So now we're going to have a split screen, and I'm going to change the second receiver over to 17 meters. I want to check and see if there's any activity going on right now on 17, and as you can see there isn't. Let's check 20 meters. Nothing on 20 really. And let's go over to 40. And I can see that I have activity on 40 meters. All right, I'm going to pause this video and wait for the NutNet to start up.
Good. Yeah, my son lives along the old Ford River up there, just north of. I can't think of the name of the town now. Isn't that terrible? Anyway, up in the northern part of the state up there.
Roger that. I'm not familiar with Ford River at all. Might be up around Sheboygan or maybe over east towards Alpena, somewhere in that area. But anyway, appreciate you letting me break in the conversation, and thanks for the signal report. I'll let you get back to your KSO. I don't have the other gentleman hardly at all. He's right at my noise level. Over.
That's about what's going on here. Just looking to occupy my time. Back over to you, Paul, WG9V. Oh, and I Zoomed with my daughter and son-in-law yesterday, Sue and I. So that was kind of cool. Used my little tablet and worked just fine. So now I'm almost a Zoom expert. Back to you, Paul, WG9V.
Very good, Jan. Yeah, I'm waiting for a video camera to arrive, so I would be able to join the visual side of the crew. So hopefully that'll show up in the next day or so. WB9IXS, Jim, first call.
Okay, Paul, W9 PCS and the NutNet, WB9IXS. Jan, you little stinker, you're going to beat me to the lake. I can't believe it. Of course, you don't have far to go. I got to drive a little bit, but yeah, we are seriously thinking about it a lot, actually, so you may have to start fishing early this year. Although right now, we got a lot of projects on the fire. Temperature's about the same here, 43 degrees. We had a little bit of rain, 0.01 overnight. And obviously cloudy. It's supposed to really be nice today, so I don't know what happened. Yesterday was beautiful. I have my wife's Jeep Wrangler tore apart in the shop. It's up on the rack. Changed all the pinion seals, shock. Can't even think of everything. The not brake lines, but power steering lines. And now I'm doing some body work. There's a rear panel quarter panel that's rotted, and I got that cut out yesterday. And the new one is in place, so I got to get everything primed up and looking good and put it all back together. So haven't done any body work since I built my last car. It's been a while. I miss it. But it's nice having the facilities, so I can't tell you, it's just plenty of things to keep busy around here, that's for sure. Anyway, that's it. Back to you, Paul. I don't think I'm going to be here for the second go because I want to get my day started. So with that, I'll listen for a little bit, and then I'm probably going to duck out. W9PCS, WB9IXS.
Well, it sounds like the next thing you need to do with that Jeep, Jim, is it's like a 6-inch lift kit, some bead locker trim, and some of those Pitbull rocker tires on there, and you can go to town with that. That'd be pretty cool. Got a late start getting up here this morning. Yesterday, I just overslept. That would have been almost over by the time I woke up, and I don't know why that happened. That doesn't happen real often. Today, Darlene went to the grocery store at 6 in the morning, and we were putting stuff away until...
Go ahead.
What frequency was Don listening to on 40 meters?
I have no idea, John. Probably like 71, 60, something like that.
Okay, so you just came across a random QSO as opposed to something that's there all the time. That's what I was getting at. All right, back to the net.
Very good, John. And to John, I guess you'd be John 1 now, and 9LGD, go ahead.
Okay, very good, guys. Oh, yesterday was one of those days when whatever you start to do takes forever to do it. I was pulling the wheels off of the Mini to get at the brakes, and I tried to determine which brake pads were really worn out, and discovered that. But one of the rear wheels I don't understand is last fall we had new tires put on, and they should have. Somebody didn't, keep the salt out, I guess, over the winter or whatever. But, it took me over 2 hours to get one of the wheels off. Had the bolts out, just kept beating on it one side and the other, and it finally started to rock a little bit. And then I squirted some penetrating oil down in there, and eventually got the wheel off. But it's a thing that should have taken 2 hours total, and it took me 2 hours to get a wheel off. But
Us to report here, just sitting home playing radio. Oh, and by the way, Don, you were a good solid S9 until I got all this static coming in all of a sudden. So you were coming in here beautiful at Princeton. Could tell you running a little bit less wattage, but not that much. So other than that, not much else to add, so we'll just turn it back to the net. This K9UR. Very good, Greg. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back to you in a little bit here. WB9 JPH. John, first goal.
Well, good morning again, Paul and fellow nuts, WB9 JPH. It is shaping up to be a reasonable day here in the town of West Bend. The talking heads are talking about a little rain in the forecast in the not-too-distant future, moderate temperatures, and now that the snow is all gone in the backyard, the tower project has reared its ugly head again, and as soon as the highly skilled help that I have feels safe traveling with the virus, we're going to do a little site survey, and I got the neighbor on board with using the existing base, and we'll see how all that goes. So those are some really good ham developments. If you guys haven't taken advantage of it, since we've been locked down, I've been participating more than normal in both slow-speed CW traffic net and the two traffic nets that show up on this frequency here. If you're not up to anything, noon and 5 o'clock here, or 6 o'clock on 3555 for the CW net, it just can't hurt to listen to the rhythm and how things are going should you ever be called upon to move some information around for real. Paul?
I've started the project of raking the yard and getting that all tuned up. Unfortunately, what happens, though, is that once I get mine done, then all the neighbors' leaves blow back into my yard. So I'm not working real hard on the project yet. I expect with the wind and rain coming this weekend that they're predicting that I'll just be redoing what I've already done. So anyway, I did hear that there was a Venezuelan boat. It looked like a small destroyer that had tried to stop a cruise liner that was heading across the Venezuelan coast, but it was out far enough that it was not in their waters, and it rammed the cruise ship several times, fired some shots, and then it sunk. Obviously, the military vessel was not built to withstand the crashing into the cruise liner, which was made for navigating ice-filled waters and stuff in the northern hemisphere, and so there were issues there.
Morning. I think I'm going to just make this my one and done, and just say 7-3 to the net, and stay safe. W9WLX.
This is QRP, 100 watts. Anyway, the chocolate chip cookies yesterday came out pretty good. They weren't perfect. They were better than the previous batch, so I guess I still need to experiment and make some corrections in the recipe. So next round, hopefully I'll do better. They still taste good, though. Anyway, as far as the masks go, I guess what they're really concerned about now is asymptomatic people walking around that are infectious, and they don't know it. So that's the whole idea of maybe everybody wearing a mask if you're out and about, just to keep the asymptomatic people who don't even know they're infectious to try to keep it to themselves. I haven't been